We're live once again.
Okay, let's give this another try. How's
Yes.
the audio? Audio is fine?
Wow. Let me just refresh because I want to make sure it's coming through this time. Folks, sorry
Audio.
about the last one.
Audio.
Testing, testing.
Testing. Um, we did begin to say Happy Canada Day to all our Canadian supporters and listeners over the years. Uh, uh, Many of those I've got, I think a big chunk of our listeners are probably out of Canada.
Yeah. You are coming
Um,
through, by the way, so we're good to go this time.
okay, good. So that's awesome. We're just we just felt like coming on here and doing a little test, if you will, and say thank you to everybody who has bought one of our T-shirts, mugs, and
Hoodie,
hoodies.
yeah.
Um, Again, thank you for the support. Anything that's we make off this, the sales of that stuff goes back into broadcasting each month that we are able to do that. Because I mean, we pay out of our own pockets to do this.
Yes.
So I mean, we don't have any sponsorship or anything like that. So I mean,
So, yeah, something like that, yeah.
and again, we want to thank all of you who have purchased a T-shirt or mug or hoodie. Link. I mean, what's the link again? Just for those who might be interested in grabbing it, we'll have to put it in
In
the
the
stream when
description,
it's
yeah.
finished. But
It's basically teespring.com, and you just gotta search our store. But I mean, you can. What I'll do is I'll put a link up in our YouTube channel at some point, so that people can access it directly from our YouTube. But we also have it on our Facebook group. We have multiple posts with it there, and they can access it that way. But it's basically teespring.com. You gotta search if they even have a search function. I'm going through their website now, and I don't think I could see any sort of search function.
what?
Unfortunately, yeah, it's kind of stupid. I don't know why.
Come on.
Anyway, but it'll be there. The link will be in the description at some point, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So once again, thank you for the purchase. If you've grabbed the T-shirt, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, how long we will be doing this for? I don't know. I mean, as long as there's interest, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, the shirt store is not costing us anything. It's
Yeah.
a print on demand sort of scenario, so the store can be there indefinitely, and then whoever wants to buy stuff can buy stuff. What we will be doing at some point, though, is probably having limited run items. Um, so, for example, if we come up with a different design, we can do a different design for a shirt or a hoodie or what have you, and that'll be limited run, and that'll be removed from the store at some point. But that the store itself can be there indefinitely.
Yeah. So cool. And I mean, I'm sure if there's like requests for other things that maybe possibly there could be an expansion in terms of what items we might make available, I guess, right?
Yeah, and we'll go based on feedback from our listeners, obviously. So if a listener comes to us and says, I'd really like to have a pink shirt with the logo on it,
Yeah.
or a red shirt with the logo on it, or whatever the case may be, or maybe they want a different quote in the back, or maybe they want um, a picture of R2 mugs on the back. I don't know why you'd want that, but anyway, the point is any sort of user feed.
That's three ugly
Well, yeah,
mugs.
exactly. The user feedback is crucial because that'll help us determine what you guys want, and we could do those shirts or hoodies or mugs or whatever you want as a limited run, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. Um And again, just for those who may not know, we're in our summer hiatus. We have seasons. We just finished off season 12 of the show.
That's right.
Uh, we're back September with season 13. So currently, we're looking at organizing new shows for the new season. And if you keep an eye on our Facebook, mostly our Facebook, that's where we technically keep everyone up to date, right? As to what's going on. That's at www.facebook.com/Nocturnal Frequency Radio. Easy, or just type in the search box Nocturnal Frequency Radio. We're live. The radio show itself is live every Sunday night from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New Visions Radio Network, which is www.newvisionsradio.com. We've been simulcasting. Well, the season finale. I don't know. Did you see the numbers for the season finale? Actually, really good.
Let me check.
I mean,
I'm on the site.
I was actually really, really impressed. A lot more impressed than I thought, to be honest. I thought maybe perhaps
we have 40 views.
No, I'm talking about in total views.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw the numbers. Yeah, it's actually very good numbers.
Yeah,
for New Visions. You mean? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what was it, like 55 or something like that? 56,000?
56,000, something like that. Yeah, it was
plus
actually pretty good.
Plus the 40 views on YouTube. I mean, not everybody knew we were going to simulcast that show, unfortunately.
No, I mean, it was the first time we decided to do it too.
Yeah, it was almost like a last minute decision to kind of do it. But going forward on our new season 13, we're going to be simulcasting all shows, or as many as possible at the very least, providing I can get, I can master OBS. That is, it's a beast, man. Let me tell you. I've been playing around with it for a long time. And I haven't even scratched the surface of what this thing can do, right? So it's a very, very powerful tool. I just want to learn just the basics to be able to stream the show as well as, being on New Visions, just so that we can do it on both platforms, and also tweak the sort of background and the spots where you and I are going to be located, and any guests and what have you, right? So last night I was like tweaking some things as far as like the name badges, because the ones when I was doing it right from OBS, the text, it wasn't coming up clear enough. So what I did yesterday is I used Word, and I did the word, like your name, my name, Garrett's name, Justin's name, and then going forward, whichever guests we have, I can do that and sort of keep it sort of uniform, and it's easier to read.
Yeah.
This way around than doing it directly from OBS. It's probably because I'm using the wrong font, and I don't have the patience nor the wherewithal to go through each and every single font to see which one works better. So I just did it in Word. It worked out much better, and off you go, right?
And I don't know, are we going to spill the beans that, in the near future, you might be able expecting something old, something new, sort of speak, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Nocturnal night shots might be morphing, if you will.
That's right.
To an actual YouTube live stream series.
Possibly with its own channel.
With its own channel. We'll just keep it here so everybody...
Yeah. Well, we could separate, because on YouTube you can create playlists, right?
Yeah.
So you could have one playlist strictly for Nocturnal Frequency Radio, and then one for Nocturnal Night Shots.
Yeah. So if anybody's not familiar with Nocturnal Night Shots, it's a series that we've been putting together a while now. We haven't had the time or whatever to release a new episode. But I mean, the first two episodes. Do we even do part 3? We never even got part 3 off the ground yet, did we?
I think we were planning it.
Yeah.
But I don't think we ever came through with it for some reason.
Those might be uploaded. I guess the first two episodes will be uploaded just to give people a sort of idea what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Essentially, with this new format, with this here, uh, we will live stream, but quite possibly have somebody live on location, sort of doing things, like sort of, who knows, an
Yeah,
EVP session or, you never know. I mean, the possibilities are endless,
they are endless. Yeah.
as to what we'll do with it. So I think that format's going to be pretty interesting, sort of give Nocturnal Night Shots sort of a new life, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. Once again, we would like to thank all of you guys that have purchased a T-shirt or mug or hoodie. Once again, any of the money made from that goes towards the day-to-day operations of Nocturnal Frequency Radio, broadcasting on a monthly basis. Because I mean that, like I said, we it comes out of our pockets. We don't have sponsorship. I mean, it's something that maybe we should look into, but we never really have gotten serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
We've done it, for the sheer passion that we have for the paranormal, if you will,
Yeah.
and for the people that we've met over the years that we've been doing the radio show since 2008. So many people we've met, and not just on the radio, but in person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it allows us to sort of, um, you know, produce this radio show on a weekly basis like we do. Once again, we're in summer hiatus, so that the radio portion of the show won't be back until September. But on this channel here, I mean, there's a subscribe button somewhere below, uh,
Yes.
or even on the screen, the live screen. I don't know if I'm going to point right there. Yeah, subscribe. Uh, uh, we're constantly adding some of our classic archives. Yeah, there it is. See, I'm pointing right at it.
Yeah.
Constantly adding new archives. In fact, later on today, we're going to have two classic shows. One we're adding is uh, Peter Sacco and talking about his TV show, Paranormal Profilers. That will be up there later on, and demons. There's that word again. Demons. With
Demons.
yes, with Bishop Pilato Angelis. I can never say his name right. His last name.
Yeah. It's
Angelis.
it's one of those
Kiss.
things.
Angela Kiss. Anyway, he that archive, you can expect that up later on as well on this
Yeah,
very
and
channel.
that's what we're gonna. Steve's doing that part. I mean, he's the one that's gonna be uploading. I was able to find about approximately, what was it, 160 or 100 some odd archive episodes. I managed to find it on my external drive, thankfully, because Blog Talk had started deleting all our old archives. And by the way, Terry says hi. He's watching, as well as my friend Kevin. He's watching as well. Uh,
Just
so hi guys. Hope you're having a good Canada Day. And Steve's got a surprise for you. Just put it in front of your face, Steve, because the camera. Yeah, there you go. It's our friend. It's our friend Frankie. There you go.
he's going like, what am I looking at here? I don't see
Yeah.
anybody, but
This is new. What's going on?
wait, I'm gonna put him right there, make him look like he has some headphones on.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, so there you go. Terry saw Frankie. Hey Terry, how are you? And thank you for the support. Obviously, with the t-shirts and all that stuff.
And
That
Kevin too, because he bought a hoodie
and
as well.
Kevin, yeah, Kevin as well. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. Um,
And I could go on. I mean, my friends from the UK side, and as they bought other stuff as well. So
yeah,
thanks to them as well.
and guys, take pictures. When you guys receive the stuff, take pictures of it. We want to see the pictures of you guys wearing the swag and stuff like that. And if you guys don't mind us posting it on, our Facebook group, or we would love to do that as well, of course.
Yeah, for
If you
sure.
guys don't mind.
When they finally come in, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Have you got yours yet? No.
No, that's why I said that. So it is en route. Check the tracking. It's crossed the border, so I'm hoping to receive it by the end of this week.
Yours, mine
Um,
still is in limbo at some place in Illinois. Some
yeah,
facility in
it was in
Illinois.
there for a while. Yeah, and mine finally crossed the border, and for some reason because they're shipping it via DHL, and it's not tracking it beyond the point it crossed the border for some stupid reason. So I can't
Because
track
it's
it
the
any
American
further.
version, man.
Yeah.
It's the American version of DHL.
If I don't receive it by tomorrow, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call DHL up and find out what the hell's going on, because it
I'm
shouldn't take this long to get here.
I'm impatient.
Yeah.
I'm impatient. I want my shirt now.
So Kevin says Steve needs to drink some ouzo to pronounce the Greek names properly.
I know.
I think we'll keep that in mind, Kevin. We'll drink that for our next live broadcast.
Yeah. What about sake? Is that work?
Yeah, it could work, I guess.
I have some of that hidden somewhere downstairs. I don't know. Yeah. So that's cool. So what did you? I mean, if any of you guys caught last Monday night, Alex and I were on Gareth's Mindset live stream, and we were talking about the Highgate vampire. We didn't really get into
Highgate.
we didn't really get into the just of things. We sort of like danced around the scenario and sort of talked about the feud, and we didn't really talk about the stories pertaining to the Highgate vampire sort of thing scenario.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, what do you think of that show? I mean,
Well,
I thought it was pretty cool, but
I enjoyed the show. It would have been better in my opinion. Obviously, if we talked more about the actual vampire lore of it, but it is what it is. But we're going to be doing a part 2 anyway. So
yeah, and I think, well, I hope with part 2 we get more into the stories pertaining and the sightings and stuff, like, because I mean there are recently, I'm not too educated, if you will, with the newer sightings, if you will, more or less the traditional classic sightings, if that David had experienced, and Manchester had talked about. But I want to get into the meat of all that, so that'll be pretty cool.
yeah,
I'm surprised that talking about the bogus bishop, if you will, he didn't come out of the woodwork and sort of put a halt to that show. Take it down.
yeah, take it down, remove it.
He's been very quiet, but keep your fingers crossed, because you never know when he's going to come out of the woodwork. So yeah, it's if you haven't checked the show, check it out. It was a lot of fun doing. Once again, that's Gareth Davies, who's been a constant guest on the show here at Nocturnal Frequency Radio. His podcast and his live stream show called Mindset Live, which is every Monday between 10 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that seems to be a regular thing now.
It looks to be, for sure. I know Gareth enjoys doing them, and a lot of his viewers said that we have a good chemistry together. So
Yeah,
it's one of those things, right? If it does well, why not?
we were without Justin though this time,
Yeah.
missing in action. But I'm sure he'll be back next Monday night when we do part two. When we hopefully look more into the case, not the cases, but the stories that you know have unfolded over the years of. I mean, what are your thoughts in terms of what do you actually think this could possibly be?
I don't think it's a vampire, if that's what you're getting at. But it's obviously to me that a lot of different people are seeing something at the cemetery. So it's probably just, if anything, something paranormal as opposed to blood-sucking vampire.
Yeah, um, I've always been of that mindset, and I think that's probably why I personally gravitated more towards David Frant's sort of view of the Highgate vampire as opposed to Sean Manchester's,
Yeah.
and David was a little less, I don't know, uh, angry towards the way,
Yeah.
uh, about believing about this thing, that it wasn't Christopher Lee in costume,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, cool. So, once again, we're in summer hiatus, if you call this summer hiatus, but the radio portion of the show will be back in September. And guys, we're working on some new shows, potential new shows that again we will talk about maybe here when they become a reality, scheduled, if you will. And of course, we will be mentioning them on our Facebook group. Once again, if you're not a part of the Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Nocturnal Frequency Radio, or just simply type in Nocturnal Frequency Radio in the search box on Facebook. That seems to be the best way to keep in touch, up to date, and subscribe. Please, guys, subscribe to our YouTube, where we will be doing more of these, and again broadcasting live stream uh, shows, simulcasting with the radio show itself, and very
I was pointing
yeah,
the
you're
wrong
pointing
way
the
for the
wrong way.
subscribe. Yeah,
And
because I'm at the other end. Okay, so here it is over there.
and we will be introducing Nocturnal Night Shots to YouTube, live streaming here on our channel. For those who uh, about our Nocturnal Night Shots series, the very first one we talked about my experience with the Credit River Creature, um, with your good friend Frank.
Yep.
We even got into UFO abduction and mutilations and all that kind of stuff near the end too.
We got through a bunch of good stuff actually.
Yeah. So, and the second episode, we talked about the Tremaine house, right?
Yes. We were actually
Uh,
there, were we not?
we were live there. Well, not live, but we filmed in the Tremaine house, and we talked about the our past experiences within the house, and I believe we provided some samples of what we experienced in the past during our investigations there. And so, but with this, continuing on this way, it'll sort of be the same sort of scenario, only we're hoping to have somebody live on location
Yeah.
during our live stream, to maybe be a part of, bring you guys in to sort of be a part of a semi sort of investigation, or some sort of methods or techniques, um, EVP sessions, Ouija board sessions, who knows, whatever. We want to bring that third person, maybe third and fourth person into these live streams to bring you in the location itself to sort of give you a vibe of what it's like to be in some of these locations. Once again, keep an eye out for that. We will be organizing all that when it comes into play, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll keep everybody up to date, and they'll know when this is happening.
Yeah. And once again, to all our Canadian listeners and watchers, happy Canada Day.
Yes, happy Canada Day, Terry, Kevin. Happy Canada Day. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon. And, we have any updates or whatever, I'm sure you'll be hearing or seeing more of us here on our YouTube channel. Thanks again, Alex. Have a good Canada Day, and all you guys out there,
Yeah, you too, Steve.
take care.
Take care.